Good morning, everybody. Today we are taking a look at the game between Tongfu and IG for the I-League. This game was played on the 24th of December, so a few days ago, but not too old. And I'm not on my own because I got Hitch, because I'm tired, and Hitch is better at everything except for sounds. He's terrible at sound, but other than that, he's... So, hello Hitch. Do your thing.
How's it going, Bobby? Everybody, how's it going? Like he said, we're doing the dual cast right now. It's gonna be fun. Two teams that are really well known on the China scene, and we'll see how it works out.
Some very old teams as well. Like, not in terms of the players, but like the names Tongfu and IG have been around forever. And I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. And it's always interesting to see, like they always had top teams, haven't they? Like Tongfu and IG, those are big names, and they probably will always be. So this is definitely gonna be an interesting match.
Seriously, and looks like we're gonna have some early action as both teams are going for the bottom rune. We'll see who comes out the winner in this one. The gyrocopter going in soon, getting face back for the rest of the team. Oh, he gets leashed, but he turns the rocket barrage on him, and it's still going. So that's going to turn Tongfu away. Looking for the turnaround cure, but they got the purification, and the rune's going to go the way of Tongfu on the Viper.
Feeling this is going to be good.
Yeah, they invested a lot into securing that rune. I don't think they even thought they were gonna get a kill on that gyrocopter. You can't fight the gyrocopter this early on, because if you do the math on the rocket barrage, it actually deals 330 damage. You just can't go up against that. So you kind of have to fall back. And that was a very aggressive rune secure, but I really think that's all they were going for.
Yeah, and with the two bounty runes starting out, I like it. You see a lot more competition over the starting runes, because getting that is such a good boost early in the game, and if your team can secure both of them, you're off to a really good start. Got an award coming out from Chuan on IG, but I'm not sure if Tongfu saw it. He was a little far out there.
Does this actually block the camp? No, it doesn't. This is the one that's supposed to block the camp. Okay. I was a little surprised, because this seems a bit far away to block the camp. I think the one he put down, like the observer ward, might block the medium camp up top, and the sentries there to block the pull camp. Blocking, of course, is one of the most important aspects of Dota, and you really should do it. If you aren't blocking, what you're doing. Because if you don't, you basically lose the lane. And it's especially important in a try-on-try scenario. Imagine a situation where your entire try lane misses out on an entire creep wave or farm. You're so far behind. That's just, like, if that happens 2 or 3 times, I don't think there's even much you can do in the lane anymore. You might have just lost it simply because of that.
Seriously, and the best thing you can do for your team is give them vision, like, because while this rune close to the camp, it's getting de-warded now. While this ward, it also blocks the camp. It also shows ganks come in from mid and the most likely paths they'll take. So, de-warded one, looking to de-ward the other. Kaibu doesn't see it because it's in the trees, or maybe she can't get to it because she doesn't have the range.
Well, currently she doesn't have any vision on it, but I'm pretty sure that the Vengeful Spirit knows it's there, right? This is not an unusual ward spot. So once she hits level 2, she's probably gonna throw down, or she could just eat into the jungle and, you know, do it that way. But probably gonna try to get to level 2, throw down the other sentry, a wave of terror it, and then take it down. But it's a bit unfortunate that she can't do it right now, because her sentry got destroyed, and I don't know, she wants to eat through tangles, because that's throwing away a lot of money on a support that doesn't get that much. Like, Vengeful is the hero that dies the most. So,
definitely.
You know, and she's gonna suffer if she
spends too much time of her money there. She's still level 1 because of trying to de-ward that, and all the time she spent up there with the illusion and everything. I love it when people do cheeky plays like running your illusions to destroy their ward before they can counter ward your ward and all this stuff. Oh, we got a first blood going the way of Tongfu as Ferrari 430 dies to the Viper in the river.
That's actually very surprising. I gotta admit, I completely missed that one. And talking about missing kills, there's another one at the bottom. Ah, man. But, you know, the thing that's surprising about this is that Viper doesn't really have a good way of killing a Queen of Pain, if I'm completely honest. Like, what can he do? He doesn't. The only thing he has is slows, right? Viper deals a bit of damage, but he mostly slows people, and that's what kills them. Because there's all of this dot damage, and it's a very slow process. It's efficient though, right? It's slow but efficient. And Queen of Pain, she can usually just jump out, right? She can't just blink away if she plays it safe. And honestly, a Queen of Pain should never die to a Viper. That just shouldn't happen. And it surprises me that she did, because Ferrari 430 is a great player. This guy is a legend. And, you know, seeing him make a blunder like that is kind of surprising.
Yeah, seriously, he's one of the all-time great mids in this game. So maybe he tried to jump in on the Viper. I'll have to go back and watch that later because now I'm super curious. Do you see Batrider, meanwhile, got pushed out of lane top from this scary Broodmother who has a soul ring up so she can just keep pumping out spiders. So that'll be tough to deal with on the Batrider. Luckily, he's got the Firefly to help keep some of the spiders off of his tail. As there he goes now. So he just walking up to high ground, throwing it away, he's just getting so harassed in this lane. I don't know. He's gonna have a bad time. Poor guy.
Yeah, and it's actually, again, another lane I think is a bit surprising that the Broodmother is dominating so hard. And she is. I mean, look at this. 36-2 compared to 10-1. Like, this is not even close.
And she's a full level ahead.
Yeah,
this
is a complete destruction from the Broodmother's side. Which is, again, surprising to me, because Batrider, you would think he could just sticky napalm the spiders and then Firefly all over them. Getting a whole bunch of kills that way, you know?
Yeah,
but that's not what's happening. Yeah, that too, right? He should get rich, and actually he's gonna go for it right here. So you can see the sticky napalm, but there we can also see the problem. The spiders are too quick. He can't catch them.
Yeah.
So what do you think is really the plan for each team here, right? Like, which team is looking for what win condition?
To me, it looks like EG is going for more of a push strat with their Broodmother and their Gyrocopter and just want to burn down some towers, while Tongfu going for the pickoff and team fight. So, because with IG, you got the pickoff and the Queen of Pain who can just wander around and screw people up pretty hard. Oh man, CH going down to the Viper, getting another kill. That could be a problem for them later, but... So, I think that's the way each team's set up right now, and that Batrider also went down. This is not shaping up to be a great game for IG.
Yeah, and actually their pickup potential is pretty interesting, since they don't really have any huge source of damage, except for the Slark.
Yeah, the Slark, they're banking really hard on the Slark getting out of control, when Viper's the one who's been doing quite a bit of work, so...
Yeah, so I actually do play Viper a lot. And Viper's the kind of hero that can really put the hurt on a team, right? He can be so incredibly difficult to deal with. An opposing team oftentimes just doesn't even know what do we do against this Viper, right? It's just like, God, he just sits there and he's beefy and he's tanky. We just have to avoid him. If he's in the fight, we probably shouldn't fight at all. But at the same time, Viper is the kind of hero that kind of struggles forcing fights. You know, he kind of requires an opposing team to be willing to engage. Otherwise, he can't really get anything started. And
definitely, that's why I like him really paired up with the Batrider, because the Batrider can pull somebody in and force the other team to initiate. So I think that's a really good combo to work with.
Yeah, of course, that works great. But at the same time, you know, like, Viper, he's gonna be useful, but he's not the scare. Oh, look at that! That is
courier snipe, and as they dive in on Ferrari, who just blinks out, bottles up, and they lost their courier for nothing. They didn't even get the kill. That's
no. You know what? Forget everything I was about to say. Like, this is just looking terrible for IG. Oh, Viper got himself a hand of Midas. Okay, so I don't actually know how much I like that. I think that's a cheeky play. That's him saying, "Yeah, you know what? We're gonna take this slow." But actually, you know what? That's probably a good idea. Because, again, this Slark, this is the key player. They need to get the Slark farmed, they need to get the Slark powerful, and if they manage to pull that off, I think they're in a really solid position to take this game.
Definitely.
But that's gonna take a while. You know, it's gonna take quite a while right now. And so, Viper saying, you know what? Let's play the long game with the hand of Midas. No, it's probably a good call.
Yeah, and the only thing with the long game that I'd be worried about them is this Broodmother who's already level 8. Like,
Oh,
Gonna blow up this. No, I guess Slark's. Good thing about Slark, he can usually get out of anything, which is.
Yeah, he's got to get out of jail free, but.
Seriously.
That this Broodmother also got a hand of mine. It's this lady is just drowning in money. I'm pushing down the top. Yeah. Now Tongfu at least got some nice clearing abilities with you know, Slark's Q spam and what's its face's Firefly. They can definitely they can definitely kill those spiders if Broodmother lets them. But it's still so annoying to go up against the Broodmother. God, fuck me. It's just, I hate that hero. She's the worst.
Seriously, the only problem with Broodmother, I was looking at the hero levels. Their two supports, the Rubik and who the hell's
Leshreck.
And the Leshreck. They're super under leveled. They're only level 4, and I feel like Rubik is one of those greedy supports that you know, you need to get rolling early with.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we got a bit of a fight going down at the bottom. Tongfu gets picked off. Tongfu Q1 Batch Rider. That was actually a pretty decent exchange for IG right there, taking a 2-for-1. Only losing there, as you already mentioned, horribly underfarmed Rubik.
Yeah, so. Actually, at this point, that's not really that big a deal for him. So yeah, that was an excellent trade for them. They got the Bat Rider and who's the other one?
Omni Knight, I believe. Omni Knight.
Okay. And the Vengeful Spirit just getting taken out by one of the homing missiles coming out from the gyrocopter, who's also level 8 now.
He's not maxing it. That's kind of disappointing. I always like seeing the homing missile max these days. I don't know. The Ice Frog continue to buff it, right? Every patch is a homing missile buff. And I think at this point it's definitely worth getting a few points into it, you know? It does deal 500 damage if it connects. Like, you gotta keep that in mind. It's 500 damage. Almost 3 seconds stun, and it's, you know, it's not that difficult to connect with, honestly. The only problem with it used to be that, you know, the other abilities were kind of better, but 500 damage? I don't know, I don't want to miss out on that, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's leveling, like I said, more of the pushing strat build with the Rocket Barrage and the Flat Cannon to just clear out creep waves and melt towers, but like, you're totally right though. I love seeing the homing missile. The homing missile is one of those funny things, because you can run, and then people are trying to help you, and 9 times out of 10 you still get hit with it anyway.
Yeah, it's the worst. Definitely. Now, we got a bit of a fight up top. Broodmother getting chased down. She's dusted up already. Slark does not have a blink dagger yet. And he's gonna try to get a jump anyway. Actually gets it! And Xai on the Broodmother is gonna drop. That's gonna be a nice kill for Tongfu, because Broodmother's actually... You know, she was leading the net worth until she died right there, I think. I'm not entirely sure.
And then they get Viper in the mid lane. That's not a trade I think they would have wanted to take, because they lost the Bat Rider as well.
No, I'm 100% certain that Viper was actually leading the net worth at that point. So, those are some huge pickups. Now, we had them on both sides. I'm not really sure how much that mattered, but... Well, in the end, you know, Gyrocopter's getting farmed. And actually, you addressed the pushing strategy early on. This is actually a really interesting style IG is going for. They're getting all of these early towers to make their carry farmed. And usually, if you see a pushing strat, you think, well, they are trying to finish this early. Kind of. But what they're mostly trying to do is actually get their carry farmed early, so you can become very powerful, and then they go for the big team fights, and then, you know, just play the game with like the big advantage, and then try to win it that way, which is really cool. I really like that, especially with a Gyrocopter, because Gyrocopter is the kind of carry that snowballs really well with just a few items.
Definitely, and yeah, he's already picked up an Ogre Club and the Mithril Hammer for his BKB, so he can sit in the middle of fights and blow people up. Take a look at the experience graph and the net gold. Like, it's getting kind of scary for Tongfu. That big swing on the XP graph when they had the 2 pickups bottom seemed to be making a huge difference. They changed the whole momentum of the game with those 2 kills.
I don't know. Like, it's 1,000 experience. You know, that's like a creep wave. It's not that that huge of an advantage. Like the gold is a pretty significant, like 5k is actually something that you cannot disregard at 13 minutes. So there's definitely that. But, you know, then again, they got their carry already pretty powerful, honestly. Like this Gyrocopter's looking good. He's about to get his BKB, and Gyrocopter just with boots and BKB is pretty scary, honestly. I mean, he hits rather hard, and he hits your entire team at that. Now, Slug ain't got shit, man. This guy is about to get his Blink Dagger, but that's a really late Blink Dagger. Especially if you don't really have anything else, you know, to show for it. He's just not doing well, and he needs to. Oh, Broodmother. She gets dusted up, gets waved of terror, so she's pretty squishy right now. Doesn't seem like they're gonna be able to catch her there. So, yeah. You know, Slug really needs that Blink Dagger. He should not even be interested in fighting that Broodmother right now. He's close to it, and he needs it. So that's what he should focus his entire attention on at this moment. Getting that Blink Dagger going.
Definitely. We got, IG kind of cleaned out the Radiant jungle a little bit. Just the scary thing about IG is their map presence right now is pretty huge, because this Broodmother's just sending spiderlings everywhere and then setting webs everywhere. Instead of the usual set up a base, it's just like she has emergency webs spread all over the map so she can just wander around and do whatever she wants. It's an interesting strategy I haven't seen really from a Broodmother before. Usually they just build like, I'm going to stay in this lane, I'm going to dominate this lane, and this is my lane, get out of my lane. But going for a kind of a ganking Broodmother, it's interesting.
Yeah, she's definitely spread out quite a bit. And I think that actually works nicely because, you know, she can, if she gets, like if she ever actually winds up getting attacked, she can just throw out like 4 nets instantly. And with her current net setup, that means that she's usually gonna be able to get away. You know, like that means she can just connect to the ones she already got set up and then burrow her way out of there. Which is really cool, but I also haven't seen it done like this before. Now, IG going for that mid-tier 2, a TP coming in from purple, that's gonna be the Viper. Actually, he had the magic protection from the Omni Knight, so he's not taking a whole lot of damage right now. No, this Viper isn't actually too tanky yet. He's got a mecha, but 16 minutes into the game, it's not that much, mostly because he picked up the dirty hand of Midas. So
yeah, not a great place to be. And then Rubik went and stole Viper Strike to kind of even out the team fights. That Viper Strike can make a huge difference on some of their squishier heroes.
It's just a bit of an interesting thing about Rubik Viper interaction. Viper doesn't actually have any ability other than Viper Strike that Rubik can steal. So if you're playing Rubik and you're going up against Viper and you need a powerful ability, always steal from Viper, because you always, without exception, get Viper Strike. There's nothing else you can get from Viper. And that's actually probably a reason why they picked up the Rubik right here too. We didn't do the picking, so mostly because of like syncing up issues. Sorry guys, like we want to do picking kind of a bit, not really, but it's difficult to sync it up during the picking because the load screen and everything. It's weird, just trust me on that. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Rubik was actually picked in response to the Omni Knight and the Viper, right? Just saying, okay, you know what, you got those 2 heroes. Rubik can actually steal the Omni Knight ultimate, which isn't that difficult to do. And he can steal the magic immunity, which also isn't that difficult to do. And both of those are very valuable. And whenever he needs it, he can just get a Viper Strike and get some good damage done before he dies. That's I really like Rubik against Viper. I think it's a great pickup.
Definitely, and then, yeah, no, that's one of the better pickups you can pick a Rubik for, because Rubik usually you pick when you're like, I can steal all of his stuff, but that's very situational. This, it's a 100%. You gotta love that.
Yeah, definitely. And oh, look at that! Ferrari being a cheeky motherfucker, going for Fu 9, which is a stupid name. Get a proper name. Oh, he gets bursted down. The big nuke from the Queen of Pain. Viper gets picked off. Xi, whatever the hell is next in line. He gets bursted down by the Slug. He's actually gonna drop right here. Is he? Is he though? I'm not quite sure. Is he? Oh my god, Xing does manage to get the kill. Actually, he does. Okay, takes him down in the end. No, it's just Batch Rider going up against Ferrari, and June goes down. Slug ain't done yet, though. He does have the good old regeneration coming in. He's got the Blink Dagger ready. Gonna jump on June. Leaps, chains him down to the ground. After a few attacks, he takes him down, but so low! You saw the huge power from the rocket barrage coming out. But nonetheless, I think that was a great fight for Tongfu, actually. Making sure that Slark lives, giving him a lot of money, is actually catching up in net worth now.
He just straight up bought a drums, he finished his blink, yeah, and he still has 850 left over from that fight.
Yeah. This is actually huge. Again, Slark is the key hero of this game, right? Nothing else really matters as much as the Slark. To IG, Slark matters because they don't want him to get farmed. And to Tongfu, he matters for the exact same reason, because they want him to get farmed. If Slark gets powerful, Gyrocopter gets beat by Slark. That's just how it goes. Slark beats Gyrocopter in the late game. End of story. Broodmother gets murdered. Queen of Pain, that's a bit iffy, but she probably can't do much either. So there's just not really anyone that can go up against a powerful Slark in this game. So,
like he's trying to get the pickups on.
Yeah. Oh my god, he went for the Rubik, but he's actually gonna turn it around on the poor old Leshrac right here. He goes down. He might even go for the Rubik, but no.
See, Rubik still stole Dark Pack, but he never used it. He didn't use it to escape because he thought he could get the turnaround with the Leshrac, and then he just didn't have it. This missile's got some catching up to do. It's there we go.
Well, honestly, if the Rubik had used Dark Pact, he would be dead right now, because that's 150 damage to your face.
That's true, huh? Wow, did you see the Slark using Dark Pack to purge off the missile incoming?
Yeah, that's really, really cute. No, at the same time, if that was a missile, that would have dealt 500 damage, you know, then that wouldn't have been... no, it wouldn't have mattered at all, actually, but... I don't know, I just like the leveled up missile. No, the Slark is actually really starting to come online now. He already picked up his point booster as well. And this guy's gonna be scary once he gets the Scotty. Actually gonna jump June right here. Oh, wow, the turnaround there. Yo, Hitch.
Hello? Sorry. I think I'm out of sync.
Are you? Damn it, Hitch.
I'm sorry, 2048?
Oh, wait, how are you faster than me? Okay, I'm 20, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56.
Alright, we're synced.
Good. Well, that's weird. How are you faster than me? That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Slow down your CPU, brother. This ain't fine. Oh, man. Well,
it was funny to see a hero take out one of the little spiderlings just wandering off by its own.
Yeah, the Omni Knight having a bit of fun with that. I can kill this thing! That's a rare feeling for that hero.
Wouldn't it be weird, like, to actually see that in real life? A guy trying to kill a giant spider and it takes him, like, 4 hits with a giant-ass hammer? Like,
I don't know, that doesn't even sound that unlikely, honestly. You know, they got that big, strong exoskeleton, don't they? And it's gonna take you a while to get through that, but once you actually get through it, that's gonna be the kill, so... I don't know. Like, out of the few things in Dota that actually... No, out of the ton of things in Dota that don't make sense, I don't think this is one of them. Like, that's... I can deal with this.
alright, it'd still be entertaining to watch, though. I mean.
I don't know. It would mostly be terrifying. I just don't want anything of huge spiders. Just don't.
I think that's something we can all agree on.
Yeah.
Both teams turn into kind of a farm fest because they both. I think both teams think they're ahead at this point. Because I think they're like, okay, we need the gyrocopter to.
Oh, Ferrari! He gets picked off.
Oh damn! Middle just blown up.
Yeah, he had the invisibility. Thought he was safe, but nope. Sentry down on the ground. Of course, that's the only thing Vengeful Spirit is good for. Buying forts, all of them, every single one of them.
She puts down another one. Yeah, you gotta be, man, that lasso is just a guaranteed kill on Quap if she has no BKB or any way to get out of it, like.
Do you know what I would like to see this game? I would like to see a few more Hand of Midases, mostly on the Rubik actually, and on the Omni Knight. Now, I know Omni Knight isn't doing that well, but Rubik, he got a Blink Dagger. If you can afford a Blink Dagger, you can literally just buy a Hand of Midas, right? That's the thing you can do. As Rubik isn't actually that poor. He's doing pretty solid. I mean, like, Leshrac is doing better than him, but that's because Leshrac actually got a lot of AoE clear. But nonetheless, I would actually like to see a Hand of Midas, simply because that allows him to get a lot of money, no matter what. Right, if this game lasts a long while... Oh, by the way,
oh
Fu!
My God.
gets burst down right here. Oh, I thought there was gonna be a bit more. But I don't know. I've actually been like a growing fan of the Hand of Midas on support. And I think Rubik is actually one of those Hand of Midas support. Because Hand of Midas just guarantees you're gonna get money because of that conversion of unreliable gold to reliable gold. And if Juan had this, it would mean he would be able to get that Aghanim's, to get that Blink Dagger, to get that Force Staff. Yes, it would still take a while, but he would get it eventually. And this game is not looking like it's gonna end anytime soon, is it?
No, this is definitely a long haul game for sure. Although, you know, they use their pushing power, they've knocked down a lot of towers. Slark denied one bottom, but yeah, I see them taking this very late game, just because every time it comes to a straight up team fight.
Oh my god!
Oh, here we go!
Yeah, no, the huge scream of pain deals a lot of damage. Xing is might just drop. He's still on the shadow dance, jumps away, actually gets out safely. Broodmother is on the chase there.
Oh man. Then meanwhile we got the Queen of Pain hunting down the Bat Rider, who's still trying to get the kill on the poor Lesh, but he gets out. So in the end, a 3-for-0 trade for Tongfu jumping in there, trying to contest that.
Honestly,
Rubik making it out with less than 23 life points. That's insane. Like both Les and Rubik both had under 30 life points, guaranteed.
oh my god. Yeah, that's just terrible for Tongfu right here. No, I don't get why IG isn't finished. Oh wait, it's dead. Oh, sorry, excuse that. I thought Roshan was still alive, but nope. Who picked it up? Queen of Pain picked it up. Oh, there we go. She still got it actually.
Wow.
And she
Man,
got
they didn't even.
Yeah, they didn't use it, and she got an Aghanim's. Look at that. What do you think of the Aghanim's?
Whoa. Interesting Quap. I mean, it gives you the cooldown is the nice part, but I'm not sure with Quap you can go for much more better damage items in my opinion, but
well, you
interesting.
know, people are still very inexperienced with the new Queen of Pain ultimate, right? Because it's pure damage now, breaks through magic immunity, so yeah, it's really powerful in terms of I'm gonna be able to deal this much damage no matter what. And if you're just looking for safe damage, this is probably the best way to do it if you go for that Aghanim's. And actually, like, you gotta keep in mind going up against an Omni Knight, which gives you magic immunity. Where you got a Viper who got a BKB, you got a Slug, who's probably either gonna buy a BKB or actually carry the magic immunity from the Omni Knight. So, you know, he's probably gonna have the magic immunity from the Omni Knight. But there are two heroes, right? The two most important core heroes on Tongfu that are gonna run around with magic immunity, and those are actually the heroes you want to kill. So what do you do if you get that cheap stick, if you get that orchid? Well, shit, I'm not right-clicking them. I'm a Queen of Pain. That's not happening. Slark is gonna kill me if I try to do that. I can't hack them because they're magic immune. I can't use any of my other spells. So fuck it. Let's go for the ultimate.
You know, that's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought about the team that they're going up against. You're right. There's so much immunity to everything. That's actually. Now I approve that message. You talked me into it, Bommy.
I wouldn't even be surprised if the Bat Rider goes for a BKB right here. I don't know if it's the most necessary item, but he already got his Force Staff, he got his Blink, he's even carrying a gem right now. And the BKB doesn't seem like a terrible idea against, you know, Gyrocopter, Queen of Pain, Leshrac. Like, there's a lot of magic stuff going around. Look at that, man. Leshrac actually carrying around the Hand of Midas. This I also approve of. I think Leshrac is also a decent Hand of Midas. Look, I just want Hand of Midas on all of my supports. Like, if you buy it on a carry, I'm gonna be very critical of that, because I feel like you need to justify it. If you get it on a support, fuck it. Just get it.
That's fair. No, and like I said, it's it allows them extra farm and the reliable gold, especially with Rubik. A lot of Rubiks die because they're like, oh, I'm gonna get that spell. They get the tunnel vision, and everything, and they end up losing a lot of unreliable gold. So I really like it on Rubik and any support now. Like, let's see. I was gonna ask you about the orchid on Broodmother. I haven't seen it really come into action. Oh, never mind. We got to fight top. We got to. Oh, he BKB'd up. Gyrocopter gets swapped out and canceled as the entirety of Tongfu, well, 3 out of 4, just blow him up. And the kill going the way of Slark, exactly the way they wanted it to go, who just teleports back to bottom to keep farming. Man, this is a very efficient Slark.
And look at his Scali. Oh, this guy is getting strong.
Terrifying. I don't think there's going to be a lot they can really do to handle him right now, so they're going to have to just sit back and find some more items for their team. Batrider looking to get the engagement, or no, just looking to slow down this Les so he can't get away. There's the stun. Oh, he yules himself at the last second, but now he's surrounded, and then he just throws it on and walks it out. Wow.
And what did the Rubik steal? Ah, there we go. He's got a magic immunity. Look at that.
That'll do very well for their team. That'll save them from a lot of bat lassos.
Oh, and Slock went down. Look at that.
Meanwhile, down Ferrari 430, just doing some damage to Tongfu 9. And then blinking out.
Oh, he's called Tongfu 9. Oh, I get. That's a stupid name. Stop it. I don't get it why a lot of Chinese or like Asian players got these weird names which are just like, this is a name or a letter with a number. Let's just keep the number or just the letter. Fuck it. Let's not even have a name. It's like, no, stop it. Give me a name. It's the worst. It's almost as bad as Chavost with his stupid 4. Like, no, I'm not.
How... Do you hear why he's less than 4?
I don't know, no.
Because somebody called him like the 4th best player, so he decided to be less than 4. And supposedly he's called Havost because he randomly smashed down a bunch of his keyboard and decided that was his name.
You know what? I accept that. That's actually good. You know what? That's fine. But at least he sticks to it, right?
Yeah. Oh man. Let's see. Any important pickups? Got the Blue to Travel and a gem up on the Batrider. Gyrocopter rocket a Demon's Edge. See what he turns that into. Les got his Yules, which we saw come into play already. Medallion up as well. Broodmother picked up a Diffusal Blade. That could be really annoying to deal with. Ultimate Orb picked up by Slark. And let's see. Wow, it's still kind of a poor Viper, to be honest.
Another Ultimate Orb? Is that going to be a Sheepstick? What is that for?
That is a very good question. Sheepstick, maybe he's looking for the pick-off potential.
So okay. So it's probably gonna end up being a Lincoln's, right? The 4 items that an Ultimate Orb builds into are Mantis-Size, Skadi, Lincoln's, and Sheepstick. Sheepstick makes sense. Like, I get Sheepstick if you really need it, I guess, but I don't think he really needs it. I just don't feel like that's a necessity this game. Lincoln's I actually understand. You kind of quickly mentioned the Orchid on the Broodmother. You know, you quickly wanted to talk about it, and then we forgot because things happen. But Orchid on Broodmother is actually really good against the Slug. Any sort of silence is really powerful against the Slug, because you just need to, you know, catch him either before he uses his Q or like after he used it. And then you can't just stop him from using his ultimate, because this hero usually relies on his ultimate and on the Q to keep himself safe, right? But if you silence him, he can't use that shit. And it's a long silence. I mean, it's 5 seconds. Is it? Yes, 5 seconds. So those 5 seconds are just terrifying for Slog. And that's probably the reason why they got the kill on him too. It's a shame we missed it. I think there was a fight at top or something like that. But, you know, like that Orchid is actually going to be really, really nice. And I feel like the Lincolns is just coming in to be able to, you know, even if he can't necessarily block it every time, it's at least going to help him out a bunch. So, you know, could also be a Sheepstick.
Yeah. What do you think of Broodmother? They're just sitting on bottom lane trying to harass this tower. She's not doing too much damage, so I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, got the Orchid up on Omni, looking for the kill.
It is unquestionably not worth it, because she's dead.
I was just wondering the wisdom of that, and then that's always fun to watch.
Yeah, that, you know, that just wasn't great. I don't know. I think at this point she needs to stop with that I am Broodmother, I don't need to fight attitude, and just fucking, you know, help your team. Because you have not been pushing that well. Like, you started out in the top, and top actually the tier 1 is still tier 2 is still alive. So, you know, just stop that stupid pushing bullshit and start being a fighting Broodmother. And she's working on that path. I mean, that's what she got the Diffusal for, that's what she got the Orchid for. And I actually like the Diffusal a lot, because right now I'm just a big fan of buying Diffusal on anything that you couldn't buy it on before. So, you know, there's always that.
Definitely. And plus, I think IG at this point they're trying to play the long game. It seems to be a bit of a mistake because this Slark's just getting out of control. They've let it go too long without trying to deal with this Slark, trying to get any pickups on him or anything like that, and he's just using that to his advantage and running over. Pretty much, he can kill anybody on their team right now, one-on-one, I believe. Even the gyrocopter at this point.
Yeah, no, this Slark is definitely the most powerful hero on the map. Like, there's not even a question about that. Nobody's gonna be able to beat him one-on-one, and in the fights, he's gonna be a huge problem. Now, we got a Lincolns on him, so it turns out that was, you know, that's what he went for. And actually, we also just finished an Aghanims on the Viper. A bit late on that, I feel. 34 minutes is definitely not the greatest of timings, but then again, he went for a BKB first. So, you know, it's fine. And it's definitely a powerful item. Like, this is very, very valuable for him to have. Also, the Slark went down. God damn it.
Yeah, he just got kind of jumped by 3 top and blown up by a DD Queen of Pain. And,
with a new toy.
Yeah. Oh, there's that the Scythe of Vice sheep stick. Whew. That's really bad for Slack because that takes out his roaming potential. And since he was the one that got first with it, not only did he didn't get to see it before it got used, and now he's got that fear of getting jumped. So they're gonna have to really work on their vision around the map so he can continue to farm. Let's see, Roche is back up. I wonder if anybody will be headed that way soon with the Slark pickoff. Maybe not yet because they're not aware of it, but see what happens.
Roche seems like a really risky idea right now.
Yeah.
I don't think either team is willing to commit to that. Oh, actually, I was wrong. Turns out IG really wants this Roshan. Oh, Slark is still dead for 10 seconds, so I guess right now is the time.
And Cha using his medallion to farm the jungle creeps, and then just turns around and uses it on Roche and keeps him that minus armor, and they're gonna get a free Roche.
And that actually surprised me. That they're just, well, you know, you were right on that one. They're just gonna take it. That's actually really, really great for them now, because that's a big pickoff.
Seriously, without Slark, I don't know if they have enough control to keep IG from blowing them up, as we saw in the earlier fight at the Roche pit when the Tongfu jumped in and just got destroyed. So, you know.
Did you see the Queen of Pain use her ultimate to farm ancients?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cheeky. I was like, all right. If it was anybody else but Ferrari, I'm like, yeah, you go, man.
No, that's actually kind of cool, you know? Like, it only got 40 seconds cooldown, so why not? And she doesn't really have another way of killing them, and she's really looking to finish that Lincolns. We're actually gonna have a lot of Lincolns this game.
It's a good game for it.
Well, you know,
IG,
yeah.
On IG, you want to prevent the swap and everything, so you don't get pulled into hell. And then you also want to not get caught out by the lasso and drawn out. You don't want to get leashed, so there's a lot of uses for it. And then on the other team, you just don't want to stand in any of... Well, actually, on the other team, I don't see it as... It's not as good, of course, but still not bad.
Well, yeah, I think the Slark is just a special case. Like, he's mostly looking to not get silenced, like when he's not looking for it, or prevent the hex or something like that. But, well, you know, the thing about Slark is if he gets jumped, right, and the Lincolns gives him an extra millisecond, then it probably did its job already, since he can then activate his ultimate and probably be safe, or activate his Q and probably be safe. Like, that's all he needs, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be worthwhile any other hero on Tongfu. Like, it's a Slark exclusive item right here.
Speaking of Slark, he's jumping on for 430. His Lincolns goes off as she tries to hit him with something, and so then he just backs up. He turns around, gets the magic immunity, but yeah, Queen Pain just blinks out as he blows up the creep wave. Meanwhile, Batrider looking... Oh, yeah, they got the Rubik, and they're just dragging him in to blow him up. He tried to use the Slark jump to get out of it. Meanwhile, Zai, they're looking for a turnaround onto Kabu, who gets blown up into tiny little spiderlings. So a 1-for-1 trade for supports. So not really a huge fight or anything, just interesting to watch.
Oh, Xingqiu on that Slark going in. The Shrug already down.
Die getting blown up as well. There's no way he can stand to fight this. Man, there's so much healing and stuff coming out from the side of Tongfu. They're keeping the Scream on 3, but is it going to be enough to take out the Slark? No, he gets it. The Aegis is popped. He's going to try to get away. He's got the magic immunity. I think he's going to be safe unless she blinks directly to him. No, she's just going to go for the escape. And they're just going to blink around her, trap her again, and blow her up twice. Wow, that's a full team wipe and a G is for IG.
And they only lost the Vengeful Spirit.
So they didn't really lose anything, just their wards.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
No, I'm kidding. She's super useful in the late game to just swap in people. Like I think she's the one she died because she swapped out the Rubik to get him there for the first blow up, and so.
Yeah, I actually think Vengeful Spirit, like, she's probably on the list with Ancient Apparition for best late game support.
Definitely. All right, so let's see. Okay, BKB picked up by Slark.
Oh man, he's gonna be so difficult to kill. Now, while I think that's kind of cute, I feel like he needs some more damage. I mean, they got the entire team down, so you know there's always that. But that was a very advantageous fight for them, and he actually got kind of lucky too, right? He was so close to dying there, and if he had died, that would have just escalated horribly. But I just kind of want to see the basher on him. You know, I like the big basher, or even a butterfly or something like that. Yeah. Because right now he's so reliant on his team, and I like an independent slug. Be a strong independent fish, you know?
A strong independent fish who don't need no team.
Yeah, exactly like that. That's what I'm looking for. But then again, you know, the BKB in combination with the Lincolns, it's probably gonna make sure that he doesn't get caught by anything.
Yeah,
I just wonder if it's gonna be
than his.
I don't know. Like I think it's just he does have the Omni Knight, right? Like he's got magic immunity. What does he need this stupid Lincolns for? And BKB for? Well, I guess you can purge off the magic immunity with the diffuser blade. So I get it. There's some reason for it. I just don't really like it. I think BKB on Slark is an item that you only get if you're really scared. And it doesn't seem like the kind of game where the Slark should be really scared of anything.
He's 2 grand ahead of the closest carry on the opposite team. And that's and he's leading everything. And he isn't playing scared, but he's buying scared, which is weird to see because...
By the way, take a look at difference in team net worth and difference in experience earned.
Oh damn! It just started dipping in Tongfu's direction as far as net worth, and the experience is actually in their favor now. Wow, Tongfu.
Yeah, that was that one huge fight, you know. That one huge fight, and you know, you can already tell like the net worth. They still definitely like IG is definitely still in favor. I think it mostly actually comes down to Leshrac having that much. Like Leshrac is doing great. He's in fact doing better than Batrider is, which is crazy because Batrider is a core, while Leshrac is just like some silly support with a Hand of Midas. But he's got a Bloodstone.
And that Hand of Midas gaming, like you said, if you're gonna take it late, if you can get it early.
Well, you don't even need
all the difference between it and between Lest and Rubik with the Hand of Midas.
Actually, I don't think you need to get the Hand of Midas early on a support. Like if you get it by 20 minutes, fuck it, that's fine. You know, the thing about the Hand of Midas, all it says is you are going to get items. That's going to happen. It might take a while, but it will happen. Well, look, this Vengeful Spirit, she will never get shit. Like she got her Blink Dagger, that's the end of it. Like she won't get any more than this. End of the line. Nothing else, right?
It's a shame because I love to see even a little bit of farm on Avenge can do a lot of difference.
I don't know. Like this is the kind of hero that swaps in and dies, and I think she does that well. But like she's not gonna get any more than that, and that's fine. But if you get the Hand of Midas right on Leshrac on Rubik at 15 minutes. You're gonna have those items that you need, right? No matter what it is. Is it that Aghanim BKB? You're gonna have it. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. And I really like that aspect of the Hand of Midas on those carry. Not on those carries, on those kind of heroes. No, it's not as an item for every support, right? I don't think for the Vengeful Spirit, for example, at all. Like, just don't. Like, that's really not that great. I did that recently. kind of worked out, but it also felt like, look, it felt like it, oh, the only thing it did is finance my wards. Like this.
Hey, if on a support, that's a huge deal.
I don't know, like you, I don't know, I never get that when my supports cry about not having enough money for wards, because like your passive gold gain gives you enough money for wards. Shut up. you just want, look, you're not crying about having not enough money for gold. You're crying about not being able to afford some other items. Oh, and look at that. CH whatever goes down.
I'm gonna call it Cha. That's what he's put out. Man, that was a good lasso by Q, he gets in and gets out and gets on with his life.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at him. But he manages to purge off. He manages to purge off the Hex, and Ferrari next in line gets smashed and goes down.
Ooh.
There we go with the bash, and you can already tell that it's actually starting to deal some damage. Yeah, you know, like, did he need that BKB? No, he didn't. Would he have destroyed them even more? Yeah, actually, he's gonna get it in Abyssal Blade right here. Look, this slug is actually so farmed at this point that there's probably nothing IG can do. They probably just straight up lost the game. I don't want to call it yet, because anything can happen in Dota, especially at this high of a level. But it's looking rough. Like, this is looking really difficult. The Abyssal Blade is coming. He doesn't have much of a reason to actually save for buyback. I guess he's probably still gonna do it, but I don't think he needs to. So, yeah, it's gonna suck.
And he just blinks away from the left and the gyro who are coming for him. He blinks away and just gets out. And that's one of the most maddening things about playing against a well-farmed Slark is when you catch him, you have to do so much damage, but still, you have to catch him. Like,
yeah.
Rubik stealing the Guardian Angel, actually. That's pretty awesome spell to have if you're Rubik.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty huge. By the way, Slark, he's getting targeted down up here. Activates a BKB. He's still got a Shadow Dance. He's still got a Shadow Dance. The Rubik uses the Omni Knight ultimate to keep the Gyrocopter alive. So he immediately got some usage out of that one. That's actually incredible.
That was awesome. And did you see? Zinq was so like afraid once everybody started coming. He did the leap and then immediately blinked when he landed on the cliff. Just go straight for the Ancients.
I love how he was actually like totally okay with fighting Leshrac and Gyrocopter there. He was like, fuck it, yeah, let's go. I'm up for this fight. Let's make this happen, because I'm gonna take you fools down. That's not gonna be pretty. But then, of course, the Rubik saved the Gyrocopter. And at that point, there wasn't much of a reason for him to keep going, because the BKB was running out. So, you know, picks up the Abyssal Blade now. Now, this is actually a late-game BKB. And let me be honest, late-game BKB is my favorite kind of BKB. Because think about this, right? You got all of these items. You're really powerful. And you got a 9-second BKB.
Yeah, no, that's terrifying. Did you see the casual Dark Pact to see if Broodmother was anywhere near him?
Yeah, that's actually great. I don't think you would actually spot her out though, right? Doesn't he need detection for that to work?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those get out my jungle kind of.
I'm sure he felt really good about that one. Like, yeah, showed her. Didn't actually hit for shit, but you know.
Whose house? Mike's house.
Why are there some sentries up here? Oh, well, okay. Oh, you don't see my pings. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I forgot about that. Meantime, Roshan.
Smoke from Tongfu to try to come and contest it, but he's dropping pretty quick. I wonder. They're not even going to be there closely.
Yeah, but the fight is starting.
Oh, shit.
Juan, first in line. Oh, the big bash on the Broodmother. She's dropping. Zinq. He's got the ultimate. He's healing up. He's still looking strong. The magic immunity keeping him alive. Now's the physical immunity. Ferrari next in line. He drops quickly. Goes down. That's the edge is triggered. Broodmother buys back. She's looking to come back into it. Ferrari blinks out. But the slug, he knows how to do that trick. Jumps right behind her and starting to take her down. But now he's the one dropping. Broodmother turns it around. With the Orchid, with the big silence coming through. Oh, the Venomancer. No, the Venomancer, same thing, really. What's his face? Viper going for the Broodmother. And actually, he can hit her! He's got a 60% miss chance, and he will be the one to drop Bad Rider as well. Vengeful Spirit, is she alive? Is she alive? Yeah, she's alive. Okay. And actually, the only one that's not gonna be alive right here is the Omni Knight. He's trying to TP out. I think he might be able to do so. Magic Immunity cast, and he should be fine.
Ooh, that was a hell of a fight. Still not worth it for IG because they lost so much, but getting those turnarounds were super important because the net worth exchange was just insane for that Slark who hasn't been killed in quite a while at this point. Take a look at these graphs. No problem. Okay, so XP is now almost dead even, and net worth, well, still not that much of a... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, there's that refresh. Oh yeah, jumps up almost 2K.
Yeah, this is actually looking pretty great for Tongfu right here. You always gotta think about like how much it took to keep IG in the game right there. And if IG loses that fight, game is over, right? Like, it's just done. They managed to win it, I feel like. I feel like they won it in terms of kills and everything. But they still didn't come out ahead entirely because they invested so much into it. And the problem with those kind of resources, like the resources they invested, which is buybacks and edges, they can't do that the next fight, right? Next fight, Broodmother can't buy back again. That's just not happening, right? Edges, don't have it. What you gonna do about it? And actually, look at that. Look at the Queen of Pain. She's so scared of the Slark that she picks up and Assault Cuirass.
Oh, whoa. You don't see, you know what's funny? The Broodmother also has an Assault Cuirass, so they just are tired of getting blown up.
Oh, I don't like that. That's just not efficient. The Queen of Pain should have gotten a Shiva's Guard then.
Yeah, it's scared gaming. You make panicky mistakes and you both buy the same thing. It's like, it sucks.
Unless they have decided to split push this now, which I don't think is like a good idea, because your Broodmother's just gonna get solo killed by somebody and then that person TP's top. So.
I think they think it's their only chance at this point is to just start taking the base or some objectives, and they just took Roche, so they're just trying to capitalize on anything. This smoke really not doing much for him as it runs out in the secret shop.
I love that Viper picked up an MKB. Like, after not being able to hit the Broodmother in the last fight, he was just like, no! No more! And just straight up picks up that True Strike. Oh, look at that. Rubik. Oh, wait, he didn't actually get the magic immunity. He got the purification. Okay, then.
That was quick fingers by the Omni Knight to prevent that steal.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. IG roaming around is 4. While the clearly unscared Slark is just like, hey, Broodmother, I know you're out here somewhere.
Yeah, he's hunting for it now. Slark is actually at pretty much maximal potential right now.
Yeah, I can't even think of anything else he could buy.
Well, TP boots, I guess.
Yeah, you could get TP boots. I guess if you wanted to get a butterfly instead of the blink dagger, I don't think it's a...
No, I think he needs the blink. If he's gonna sell anything, it's either the Lincolns or, you know, drop the BKB or something.
Yeah, but this late in the game... No, yeah, I guess you're right, because you can't rely on your Bat Rider to initiate anymore, so yeah, the blink is still pretty important.
Honestly, I don't like the Lincolns that much in the late game. Because towards the late game, right, you get multiple sheep sticks, you get all of these active items that can be used to cancel it. That, while early on, if your opponent only got like one hero that got the... Like, if your opponents are, I don't know, Viper, Doom, and Bat Rider, the Lincolns is gonna be incredible because it blocks really powerful abilities. But as the game continues, you know, those heroes are gonna get Sheepstick, Force Staff, Eels, and all kinds of shenanigans to just take the Lincolns away and make it insignificant. And in that case, it just doesn't provide that great, like, in terms of, like, anything great in terms of stats. Like, it's kind of meh in that regard.
Especially against this team who has so many things to take it off, like you know, Shadow Strike from Queen of Pain, anything from Rubik, like this, and same with Leshrek. Like, they have so many things that'll just pop a Lincolns, and then you've kind of wasted all that money that you spent on it.
Yeah.
Going for mid tower with this just bold Slark with magic immunity.
Yeah, but you know, he doesn't need to be scared of anything, honestly. Just gonna go for this one. North Korean missile used on a creep. Okay, interesting. Oh, Juan goes in, hex on the Slark, but the magic immunity.
Turned around. They
Yeah.
get that tower for pretty much free. I mean, brutal. Oh, Slark going in, diving deep to get the Rubik kill. Doesn't get it, gets the cure, but he just ults and runs back out like cheeky mofo.
But they did use the Omni Knight ultimate, but actually the fight continues.
Queen grabbing June, all get blown up by the Queen of Pain wave, and this looks like everybody's just falling all around, with the Slark just moving around, picking a single target, blowing it up, and doing the same as everybody else just tries to stun and control the rest of the other team. Got a sheep pig going out on Queen, but looks like Ferrari's not getting out of this. She blinks, but she's got the Viper right there, and that's a team wipe. This might be GG.
No, this is GG. They're gonna call it in a second. There's not even a question about it. Tongfu can just kill the base, and they're going for it.
Yeah.
There's too much. There's like let's take a look at buybacks really quick.
They're even killing the effigies. It's so sad.
There's no buybacks, none. This is over.
Whew. Wow, no GG call. A little salty there, huh?
That's actually a very Chinese attitude. They are known for that, or at least they have been. I'm not sure if they still do it. But back in the day, they were known for never calling GG. They always played it out till the end. Like, they could have been losing 10 minutes in, 3 barracks down, didn't care, no GG, play till the end. And I can respect that.
Yeah, no, and I kind of like it when they play it out to the end, too. So I agree with you there. So that was a fun game, though. Like, a lot of turnarounds, and you're never really sure who was going to win until the last little bit of the game, which I always like about a game, because it's just a straight up stomp. It's fun to play, horrible to watch.
Anyway, so, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this right here. A hitch is gonna be, like, linked down below, and leave a rating, bitches. Goodbye.
Woo!